Have you ever heard of a man born in Uganda, raised in South Africa, with Indian roots, who grew up in New York City, and then became the youngest mayor in the city's history? This is the story of Zohran Mamdani, the man who made history in 2025 by becoming New York City's first Muslim, first South Asian, and youngest mayor in over a century. His journey is more than politics. It's about identity, struggle, and a vision for change. Let's dive into the fascinating life story of Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani was born on October 18, 1991 in Kampala, Uganda. But his family history stretches across continents. His father, Mahmoud Mamdani, is a world-famous scholar and Indian-born Ugandan academic who writes about politics, colonialism, and African history. His mother, Meera Nair, is one of India's most celebrated filmmakers, known for movies like Monsoon Wedding and The Namesake. Zohran's middle name, Kwame, was chosen by his father in honor of Kwame Nkrumah, the great Pan-African leader from Ghana. When Zohran was around 5 years old, his family moved from Uganda to South Africa and later settled in New York City. There, he grew up in a multicultural environment, speaking multiple languages and witnessing the diversity and inequality that would later shape his politics. In New York, Zohran attended Bronx High School of Science, one of the most competitive schools in the city. Later, he studied at Bowdoin College in Maine, where he majored in Africana studies, focusing on African and post-colonial politics. During college, he began to question systems of power and inequality. He co-founded a group called Students for Justice in Palestine and got deeply involved in activism and social causes. After graduating in 2014, he returned to Queens, New York, where he worked as a foreclosure prevention housing counselor, helping families fight eviction and keep their homes. That experience opened his eyes to the everyday struggles of working-class New Yorkers. In 2019, Zohran decided to take a bold step. He announced he was running for New York State Assembly from District 36, which covers parts of Astoria in Queens. At just 28 years old, he was going up against a 5-term Democratic incumbent, someone deeply rooted in the political establishment. People didn't expect him to win, but he connected with voters through grassroots campaigning. He went door to door, listened to people's problems, and talked about housing, health care, and transit affordability. In June 2020, something historic happened. Zohran Mamdani won the Democratic primary, defeating the veteran politician. He became one of the youngest members of the New York State Assembly. In the State Assembly, Zohran focused on making life easier for working-class New Yorkers. He supported laws to protect tenants, expand affordable housing, and make public transport cheaper. One of his biggest achievements was launching a fare-free bus pilot program, making bus rides free in certain areas of the city. He also fought for better rights for taxi drivers, affordable grocery stores, and environmental justice. His politics were shaped by empathy, by understanding how people actually live and struggle in New York. In October 2024, Zohran Mamdani announced his candidacy for mayor of New York City. His campaign slogan was simple but powerful: "A city for everyone." He promised to freeze rents for rent-stabilized apartments, build 2 LAC affordable housing units, make city buses fare-free, open city-owned grocery stores in every borough, raise the minimum wage to $30 by 2030. His campaign was fueled not by big corporations, but by volunteers, small donations, and grassroots organizing. June 2025, he shocked the political world by defeating former Governor Andrew Cuomo in the Democratic primary. And in November 2025, he won the general election, becoming mayor-elect of New York City. With his victory, Zohran Mamdani made history. He became the first Muslim mayor of New York City, the first South Asian mayor, the first African-born mayor, and the youngest mayor in more than a century. His story is not just about one man. It's about the changing face of America. A city built by immigrants, now led by the child of immigrants, a man whose life crosses continents: Uganda, India, South Africa, and the United States. Of course, Zohran Mamdani's journey is just beginning. Critics say he lacks experience and that his ideas are too ambitious, but supporters believe his fresh energy and idealism are exactly what New York needs. In January 2026, he will officially take office as mayor. The real test will be whether he can turn his vision into action to build a more affordable, fair, and just New York, from Kampala to Queens. From a housing counselor to the youngest mayor of New York City, Zohran Mamdani's story proves that no dream is too big and no background too humble. He represents a new generation of leaders, global, progressive, and unafraid to fight for change. So what do you think? Will Zohran Mamdani change New York forever? Or will politics change him? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from around the world.